Hey guys, good day. How are you all doing? Today we're going to talk about how to set up your chart of accounts. But before you set up your chart of account, you want to pay attention to your reports, your bottom line. You want to understand the reports and how you're going to get those reports out of QuickBooks. You have to understand how your transaction affect each report. So we're going to go over the important categories for setting up your chart of accounts. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so on the screen you're looking at it, the palm, okay? It's the account in hand. So we need to know what we're going to categorize as current assets, fixed assets, short-term liability, long-term liability, and equity. Current assets are like your checking account. Your fixed asset are like computer equipment, fixture, and furniture. Your short-term liability is going to be your credit cards, your payroll taxes. Your long-term liability is going to be like your car loans. And your equity is the value of your business or the value of your owner's investment. The assets of a business are everything of value held in the business. The word as as used here mean future usefulness to continue in business enterprise. So your cash, your inventory, your equipment, and your buildings. Now let's look at the assets. Current assets, like I said, is cash or cash equivalent, accounts receivable, inventory, and prepaid items. Now, fixed asset is going to be equipment, building, land. So when you're setting up your chart of account, you have to set up accounts to record all of these items. And then your liabilities or short-term liabilities are accounts payable, utility other than material obligation, taxes, short-term notes or loans. And then you have the long-term liabilities, which are bank notes, anything that you have to pay back over a year, and notes from owners or investors. So anybody that invests in your business, those are liabilities. And let's talk about the equities. The equities are a claim against the total asset of your business. The major classification of individual who have equity in the business are creditors, which are liability, and the owners. Now, the equity comes in two forms. It's a paid in cash and a current earning and retained earning. So your equity is what you put in the business or an investor put in the business, and your current earning, which you and your retained earning. The retained earnings are those profits that you've made over the year, and your current earning is your profit. The next report that's very important to your business, and you want to make sure that you're setting up all your transaction in these categories, is the accounting and two, your sales. So you have to set up an in your chart of account for your sales or your income, your cost of sales, your profit, your expenses, and your net profit. So your net profit is calculated, but every transaction goes in either expenses or cost of goods sold or sales. So let's stop sharing now and let's go over to our QuickBook Online to see how we actually set up these accounts in QuickBooks Online. So let's share the screen again, and we're sharing the screen. So now we're in our QuickBooks Online, and we want to make sure that we're setting up. Okay, so here it is. We're setting up. So on your QuickBooks, on the left-hand side, there is the navigation that says accounting. It says chart of account, or you can go to the gear, and from, oh gosh, where is it? and right under your company, chart of account. So that those are the two places that you can go to set up your chart of account. So let's chart of account. Okay, so QuickBook has 250 preset account that's set up in QuickBooks. You don't have to use all of them. So let's look at where it says type. This is where it's going to tell you the 5 types that we talk about. So the current assets, which is your bank, right here. Other current asset, accounts receivable, fixed assets. So the type. So when you're adding your account, let's make sure you can see this. Let me move it. Right here, there's new. And it tells you the account type, bank. So this right here is preset with all the accounts type that we went over. So let's say you wanted to set up a fixed asset, and the detail type will tell you. So let's say we want to set up some computers, and we said asset computers, and we're going to say computers, COMPUT, main office. You want to know where it is. And then if this is not new, you can put it right here. Then you save. Now, if you go to fixed asset, computer is right here. So when a transaction is made, you can put it right to fixed asset computer. Okay, so there it is. You can just go right here, new. And let's say we have a new expense, advertising and promotion, and you save and close. Now, when you go to your bank, and let's look for advertising and promotion. There it is, advertising and promotion. Okay, so that is how you set up your chart of account. But before you set up this chart of account, you might want to make sure that you have these things right down. Let's see, am I still sharing? Stop sharing. Okay, let me show you what else we can do if we can find it. Let's move it over here so I can show you this as well. So before you set up your account, you want to get this workbook, the bookkeeping mastery workbook. Go download it at bit.ly/bookkeeping mastery workbook. bit.ly/bookkeeping mastery workbook. So it has, there it is. Now you can take this workbook, write out all your assets, your liability, write them out. So when you're ready to set up your account, you can just go right here, take this information and add it. So it has, it gives you an idea of all the stuff. And if you're not sure about your expense category, this expense category, it gives you an idea. It goes, break it down for you. Advertising and promotion, it tells you what these things are. So you can go over this before you start setting up your chart of account. Also, there are some categories that might not be here that is specific to your business or your industry. You can write those out. Make sure you have the workbook, work on all of those before you start setting up your chart of accounts. Guys, I hope you find this video useful. Okay, until next time.